So what is unification? The unification of two types, two polymorphic types, is the most general common instance of the two. So let's have a look at these examples. A and list of char and int and list of b. So in the first component, on the left-hand side, we have a type variable. On the right-hand side, we have int. So if we replace the variable a by int, we get a common left-hand side. On the right-hand side of the pair, we have list of char and list of b. So if we replace b by char, we get this common instance. So we replace a by int, b by char, and we get this common instance. Now, the result of a unification can be a polymorphic type. And it's important to realize that. And that's why we say the result must be, the unification is the most general. And so in this case, if we have two pairs, one is, the first element is an A, the second is a list of A. If in the second case, we have a list of B as the first half and a C as the second, how do we unify those two? Well, A, completely general, must become list of B, and then list of A must become list of B. If A is becoming list of B, then a list of those must be list of B. Is that consistent with what's in the second pair? Answer yes, because there we have a C. So the most general instance, common instance of the two is the type list of B, list of B. And as you can see, this is a polymorphic type. It still stands for all sorts of other more concrete types. Now, it's not always the case that you can unify one type with another. Suppose we have a type A goes to list of A, and we try to unify that with list of int goes to list of int. If we look at the argument type, we need A to unify with list of int. If we look at the result type, we need A to unify with int. And we can't simultaneously make A, replace A with int, and replace A with list of int. So in a case like this, the unification will not succeed, and we will get an error message saying fail to unify this expression with this other expression. And as we've seen, this is a type error message that we can get quite frequently. Now, what happens in the case of function application? When we talked about monomorphic types, we simply needed E to have the same type as the input type of F. It's not as simple as that now. Suppose F has the type S arrow T, and suppose E has the type U. We don't need S and U to be identical, but what we do need is to be able to unify them. And in that process, we will replace S arrow T by S prime arrow T prime. It will be a more specific type typically. And what we will require is that U has also that same type S prime. So we have to unify the two and get a result that we're able to make the type of E and the type of F consistent with it being a function application. That is, that the argument has the same type as the function expects for its input. And that is, we get that through unification. So that's what we do when we type check a function application. We unify, we look for a common instance of S and U